Hey Scorpio, welcome to your Oracle and Tarot spread for the month ahead. I hope all is well on your side of things. So taking a look at your Oracle messages to begin with, you have new beginning in reverse from the quantum. So I feel like there's something you're resisting. There is a new chapter that's trying to begin in your life that's being initiated, but you're holding yourself back. It's almost like you're too afraid to step forward. So we'll have to see what that's in relation to, but from what we can see here with the Moonology card, don't let your past hold you back, South Node. It is something to do with a past cycle, experiences that you went through, perhaps in childhood, adolescence, or even in adulthood. It could even be in relation to just the past cycle that you've been navigating and needing to free yourself from. But I feel like there is something clearly that keeps you in place. Perhaps it's because there is something that is needing to be released that you do not actually want to release. Or there's something that you're having to emotionally detach from that you are struggling to do so. So we'll have to see. Now, from the healing mantra, you have dissolving judgments. And it says here, I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Okay, so that's a great mantra. So I'll say that again. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Okay, so definitely one to repeat as many times as needed this month. But I feel like, yes, you may still be holding on to a grudge, some feelings of resentment based on a betrayal or, some unsavory behavior, words spoken by someone that was close to you once. Maybe you didn't care for the way they treated you. Whatever it is, I feel like you're allowing this person, this situation to hold you back because you're still holding on to some resentment on some level. And it's such a shame because I feel like you have something amazing on the horizon for you, but you're holding yourself back because of someone else. And you may not realize it because obviously you're not looking at it that way, but that's essentially what's happening here. So let's have a look at the tarot, what we got coming up for you here. Six of Swords, that's air energy. Knight of Wands, that could be Aries, Sagittarius energy for me as a reader. We've got Seven of Swords. Okay, wow. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Interesting. So let's have a look at these three first, okay? Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, that's Virgo energy for me, all right? Pre-Empress energy. So that's it. You are being guided to move away from the past, move away from past circumstances, situations, past pain, disappointment, betrayal, whatever it is, whatever that caused turbulence in your life, you are being guided away from that. You're being guided away from a challenging cycle that you experienced. But ultimately, it is up to you to find peace within. The divine can only help you with the orchestration of certain events. But when it comes to calming the mind, freeing yourself from those feelings of regret or remorse or anger or resentment, that's something you need to work through for yourself. And I feel like that's what you're being encouraged to do, because there is something exciting, as I said, that wants to come in, something new, something that would spark your interest, your passion. This could be in regards to a creative project. This could be in relation to your work. This could be a new connection, a friendship, whatever this is. I feel like it's on the back burner right now because you're judging future events based on your past. So of course, you're going to consciously and unconsciously avoid putting yourself in new scenarios, entertaining new possibilities, because you're already essentially labeling them based on your past experiences. And that's such a shame because you could be missing out on something that could be not only very eye-opening, but it could really just bring that zest back for life again for you after having to deal with something that was clearly undesirable, okay? So just be aware of that, because I do feel like new experiences are trying to enter your life 100%, but it can't if you're not willing to even put yourself out there, right? And I think with the Nine of Pentacles, that's highlighting how far you've come, how much work you have done within and without to create your own sense of independence, stability, financial stability as well, not just energetically and emotionally. You can stand on your own 2 feet, Scorpio, right? And I think that's something worth celebrating. That regardless of how you felt certain people or a certain person held you back or didn't support your vision, didn't support possibly a creative endeavor here, or you building this stability, whatever it was for yourself, you did it regardless of any naysaying or, you know, people not supporting you or actually adding to your problems. You did it. You still did it. So that's something to commend yourself for. That's something to be proud of. But does that mean the journey ends there? No, far from it. There is so much more that's available and open to you if you are open to it. So let's see what else we've got here. As we mentioned before, 7 of Swords. So yeah, air energy. Again, I feel like you don't realize how, because of the energies you dealt with in the past, where people were being possibly two-faced, sneaky, that were trying to one-up you, that were trying to get ahead of you in some way, or that, yeah, because I'm getting like competitive energy here. So you may have been dealing with someone, maybe even a relative, a friend, a colleague, right, that was trying to beat you in every way, that was trying to be more than you in some shape or form. It's like, are you going to allow this to stop you from moving forward, really? Because then they've essentially won, isn't it? Right? And yes, this person you may have felt this person stabbed you in the back, that they didn't have your best interests at heart, that they wanted to be above you in some way. But that's okay, because there are people in your life that aren't like that do support you, that want to see you succeed, that do have your best interests at heart. So why put so much time and energy and focus into someone who doesn't add anything to your life, only takes from it, right? It's better to distance yourself from that energy as much as possible rather than hone in on it, especially because it is affecting these new possibilities. And especially because look at that, you have the 3 of Cups, water energy. You have a support system around you. You have friends, family, possibly even a lover or lovers that do care a great deal for you, that do want to see you excel, succeed, right? That do hold the vision for you as well, that see that you have all of this potential and that you can go the distance. I feel like a lot of people are looking at you like, man, you've accomplished so much already, and this is only the beginning. Okay, there is so much more ahead of you that you don't even necessarily realize your full potential. But I think a lot of people around you this time are seeing it. Of course, with that will come haters as well as supporters. So that's kind of what you're experiencing at the moment, Scorpio. You're discerning now from, you know, people's actions, behaviors, words, how they conduct themselves, who's a hater and who's actually a supporter. Okay. And then lastly, you have the Sun, Leo energy. Okay, so that could mean something to you, the sign of Leo. But that's interesting how, regardless of any of that, you're still getting to this place of bliss. You're still navigating away from the drama, away from the toxicity, away from two-faced, deceptive people, towards your true bliss, which I do like. That's great to see, right? So I don't feel like you're going to be hung up on this for too long, but you do need to just say, you know what, that was then, I learned from it, I gained a lot of wisdom from that experience. I know who's got my back and who doesn't. So you know what, I'm just moving forward. Those who have my back, you know, they can be a part of the journey with me. Those who are trying to hold me back, I'm leaving them in the past, right? Because nothing is coming between me and my bliss, my happiness, my contentment. And I want to share that with people who are on the same vibe, which is awesome. Because look at that as well, at the bottom of the deck, you have the 4 of Wands. this energy has been coming up quite a bit in these October readings. So I think it's all about finding emotional connections, camaraderie, right, between yourself and others who are on the same frequency, right? With the Three of Cups, the Four of Wands, people who have the same core beliefs, values, right? That share similar principles, that care about the same things as you do. Of course, you're all going to have your individual differences, and that's something to celebrate. But I feel like when it comes to the core principles and what you care about most, you're all going to be on the same page. So I do see a very, very stable, strong support system that uplifts you, that you can uplift each other, right? And I feel like all of you would have learned a lot from your past experiences, and instead of holding each other back or using them to undermine who you are and where you're headed, I feel like you're going to use these experiences and these awarenesses you'll have as a means to support each other and uplift each other even further. So this is gorgeous. It's a very similar energy that I got to another reading. I think it was in Capricorns. Okay, so you could be connected to a Capricorn. I think Libra got a similar energy as well. So I get the feeling that there's going to be quite a few people in the collective that are forming new friendship groups, maybe even support circles, like healing circles, just connecting with like minds through mutual interests, passions, hobbies, industries, possibly through spiritual practices as well. So it's really, really interesting to see. So with that said, I'm going to take this into the extended to see, first of all, exactly what it is that you're needing to cut out and leave behind, and who this person could be to you, because I feel like there is a specific individual that's been kind of throwing a wrench in things. So we'll take a look at that and what you need to know to really just free yourself from that energy. Who around you could be a support, any additional guidance that you need at this time, and what you may not see coming that may be adding to your bliss. So if you're curious to dive deeper into all of that, you can find the link for the extended in the description box below. Alternatively, you can now join my brand new Patreon page, because yes, I have reformatted and reworked my Patreon and I've relaunched it. So you'll actually have access there to a Scorpio specific tier where you can get early access to the monthlies as well as the extendeds. You'll have access to that, and exclusive readings for your sign that you're not going to find anywhere else. So if you're curious, if you want to learn more, the link is below as well. But for now, sending you the best of luck with your October, Scorpio. I feel like you're on track to something really beautiful manifesting into your life. I see positive changes coming in, new possibilities, opportunities, connections, but you just got to be open to it. So wishing you the best of luck with that, and I look forward to doing another reading for you soon. Take care. Bye for now.